Main event, UFC Seattle, February 22nd. With me today, you know the man, Henry Cejudo, Triple C. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro. How are you, my man? How's everything, man? Homo Fight. First, I want to say, man, I'm a big fan of Homo Fight. I love you guys' content. I love what you guys are doing. You guys think outside the box. So just I see all that. I just wanted to say what up.
Appreciate you, man. We obviously appreciate you coming on, but appreciate the kind words. We're putting in the work best we can here. But before we really get this going, I'm curious, why Seattle? Why not UFC Mexico in a couple weeks after that?
Because I'm a proud American.
You actually said to me, I think this is at like UFC 288 or something at a press conference. You said the Mexican fans don't like you. Why? What happened there?
Because I was born in the US, I was raised in the US. It's the simple fact that I say that I'm an American, they don't like it. And then I represented the United States at the Olympics at the highest level. I'm just a patriot, dude. And I just think it's unfortunate because I love my heritage, bro. Like I think people take that shit the wrong way, man. Like I love my Mexican heritage, man. My mom, right? Fucking rice and beans. Like my heart's probably a little more Latino than anything. But I'm just grateful for my country, bro. What our forefathers have done for us. I mean, look at what President Trump is doing. You know what I'm saying? And then look at a lot of these Mexican activists that are burning the American flag. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, why would you do that?
You're digging the hole deeper. I didn't ask you to go that deep into it.
No, but I just, I think it's a sensitive subject to a lot of people. But to me, I just I just love my country. I love what it stands for. And back in 1776, even 1775 and 1774 is when that's when the Tea Party and everything kind of tend to happen. And these guys wanted freedom. I think that's what our country has offered us. And not just that, but the United States is not a country, man. The United States is the world. It's the world. It's not like, oh yeah, he's American. Like it's the world, man. Look, I'm Mexican descent. My wife is Brazilian. We're born in America. Like my kids are born into this country. So what are they? Am I gonna say, oh yeah, she's Mexican, she's Portuguese, she's Brazilian, she's Spanish. Anyways, that's my 2 cents.
Hey, I appreciate the 2 cents. Seattle, it is very exciting card, and I don't know. You ever been up to Seattle before? Are you excited to fight there at least?
Yeah, no, it's been I think the first time I went to Seattle was maybe 16, about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't been there ever since, but I heard it's freaking snowy, man. So I'm not, it's gonna be nice and toasty.
You're gonna get those cool pictures though. You got to get a cool like fur hat to bring for the face-off pictures.
Hmm.
Rush, get on that. I know you're listening. But Henry, taking on Song Yadong, I talked to Song in English and I said, why did you learn English? Tell me about the trials and tribulations of that. He said, no joke, one of the main reasons he learned is so he can engage in smack talk. You've been having some fun here. Has he been poking back at all that you've seen?
I haven't. I mean, with the last thing, Dong, he really hasn't been doing a lot of poking. I mean, if I had that, man, I'd be poking everybody. So I have not heard that, but whatever it is, man, he's a good spirited human. I think he gets it. He gets the game. And congratulations to him, dude. Knowing Mandarin is the hardest language to learn. Obviously, he was born with it, but then to be able to take it and learn English because of that reason, I mean, his heart's in the right place, you know?
He said he enjoyed some of your jokes. He thought it was funny. So maybe during fight week we'll see some playful back and forth. But the fight,
Let me tell you something. That's how it starts. That's how it starts, and then shit gets real, and then the emotions flare, and then that's for the maturity. See who could take it.
you guys don't have a press conference though, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They
I
might.
hope they give you one.
Yeah, I think they might because they know how I am. They might do it. They might do a little. They might hook up me in DC. With them, and I don't know.
I'm sure they'll stage you guys meeting in an elevator or something regardless. But is this fight as simple as everybody's making it? Is this wrestler versus boxer? I know you've probably been asked this multiple times already, but just tell me how you envision this as best you can.
Well, Song's a mixed martial artist, bro. So I don't want to say that Song is not. Song is well rounded, man. He's been able to take down. He's got his takedowns. He took down Peter Yan. He's got takedown defense in the beginning. He's got powerful hands on both left and right. He's a counter puncher. He's fucking good, man. He's good. I know that he's coming in ready. I know he's coming in hot. And who wouldn't want to have the triple C under the resume? Oh yeah, the greatest combat athlete of all time, the 5'4" giant. Yeah, yeah, I took him out. So I know what's at stake, and I know that he's super excited to have the opportunity to fight a Olympic and two division champs. So I get it, man. Like even when Merab talks about, it's like what fight was he most nervous? I was like Henry, man, because he could wrestle, he can, he's a shit talker, like he does the whole nine. And obviously what I've done in combat sports, man. I don't know how many times I repeat it, but yeah, I mean, he's a fucking great fighter, dude. And I think that's why I like this fight because it's gonna be a banger. But I am gonna fucking put his ass out. So you don't need to learn Chinese for that.
When you look when you look at his corner, the name you might recognize, Uriah Faber. That's a fight fans everywhere are like, man, I wish we got this Faber Cejudo fight. Is there a universe in the stars this could still possibly happen?
Oh, well, if Uriah Faber myself,
Yeah,
you know what? I've always thought about that. Maybe.
a lot of people thought about that.
Yeah, but I don't think the UFC wants to do that. I was supposed to originally fight Dominic Cruz and Hunter shut it down, which I get it.
Oh, they wanted to make that for Seattle?
No, well, he called me out and said, "Hey, Hunter, why don't you give me Dominic Cruz?" They're like, "No, this is who you got." I'm like, "Okay." So I don't think they're trying to do that no more, dude. Like they're not trying to like they want to see the and I get it, bro. Like for them running a company, they want to see new blood come up. And I totally 100% understand it.
You posted a video today saying Song's just another name on the list. I don't know if I'm even in a place to ask, but can you give me a sneak peek at this list? Some other names on there?
We're gonna start off with O'Methley.
Oh, Methley, the guy right that way, this one?
Yeah, we're gonna start off with O'Methley. We're gonna end with Murat. But honestly, bro, anybody that's ahead of me or in front of me, like Jake, like this is I'm going for it, dude. Like you know what I'm saying?
So that's the plan. Ideally, get the
Don't
win
judge me because
here.
I'm smoking. This is all Dilly Rush, dude, right here.
That's medical. But that's the plan, ideally, right? You beat Yadong, go to beat Sean, and then rematch for the title against Merab in a perfect world.
It varies, man, because there's also I'm kind of tippy-toeing maybe on going, there's two divisions that I rate. So you guys have to stay tuned and watch. I still haven't really made a decision, but but what I will say, Jake, is I'm going for it. I'm sincerely I'm putting a timeline on my career and making sure that I hitting all cylinders to be able to become champion once again. I feel good at the age of 38. My body's good. Now it just comes to desire and will. How far is that willing to go?
And just because it's my job to make you spell it out, that means you're interested in the flyweight championship and Pantoja possibly too.
Stay tuned.
You know I'm not going anywhere. But
Yeah.
and
But of course, man, there's so many other options, man. And like my original goal was when I came back after having a 3 year layoff is like I really did want to win that third division that with Volkanovski. That was the whole intention of coming back. Like it wasn't like I get bored, man. Like there's one thing that I understood about my history or who I am, dude. Like I'm a great competitor, dude, but I think I like to conquer and move on. You know what I'm saying?
so
I
you
think
want
I'm.
quad C?
Well, that was the original plan, but of my comebacks. Like, hey man, let me chase it. So I'm a kid that dreams big. I got lofty goals. I've always been different, and I've always wanted to challenge myself. So, but I'll be happy just to strap on another belt and say I did it again, or know that I did it again.
Well, hey, Yadong first, but it sounds like we got a lot to look forward to and a lot of avenues to get to a lot of different places. Excited to see how all that plays out. But Speaking of bantamweights, while we're there, Merab and Umar, is that kind of how you saw that one going down, or did that shock you
Oh,
at all?
yes. Yes. It gave me a whole nother level of respect for Merab.
He's a beast.
Yeah, like he's not it's the same thing with DDP and even Bilal, man. Like if you notice like that trend of that fighting style of volume and just throwing shit, like it's gonna get more popular, dude. It's gonna give a lot of, and that was in for a minute, dude. Like in the it kind of goes in trends, dude. When somebody starts to do it, other people kind of tend to follow or adapt. But to getting back to that fight, man, what Merab, it's not like Merab beat the shit. It's not like he beat him. And if you really want to talk about if it was a full fight, if it was a full fight in damage as a whole, I would probably give the fight to Umar, you know.
Interesting.
But because it's based on rounds, Merab still got three, which is a swing round, but I'd probably still give it to him because of how he ended and how he entertained. You got to think about it too, is he's conveying it to the judges. So it's not, it doesn't matter whatever the fuck you fans think. It's whatever those three judges that are there watching your fight and saying, okay, this man just did that. The other dude was passive, so the round was simple, but he ended better. And just the competitive side. So 3, 4, and 5 were Merab, and they're all kind of, 1 and 2 was obviously was Umar's, but it was just the taunting of the crowd, getting people involved, and there's something to be say about showmanship and also using it for your advantage, man. I think congratulations, man. Merab did do it, dude, and he is like in my opinion, I think you had to put him up there as the greatest bantamweight of all time. Even though he only has one title defense, but look at who he beat, man. Like he really, like you cannot just base it on title defenses, but look at who he's beating: Cejudo, Jan, Aldo, um,
Crazy
Umar,
resume. Yeah.
Umar in his prime. Like, if I would have stuck around, maybe I would have done that, but I didn't.
Hey man, never know what the future holds. Never know what the future holds. But next up for Merab, do you think UFC is going to throw O'Malley back at him? Like, would that kind of annoy
That's
you?
stupid. I think that's stupid. And the thing is, it's not like O'Malley's a pay-per-view king. Like his fights don't do shit, man. I think the person that they should give him is Sandhagen.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, Sandhagen, dude. That fight with Sandhagen makes a lot of sense. Sandhagen could potentially beat him. Dude. That little kind of move aside, you follow, throws a knee, bro. Sandhagen's tricky. I mean, I still think Merab beats him, but he has the tools to really shut out Merab's freaking lights, dude. And I think that's the cool thing about it.
It's just something new as well. And everybody kind of likes that.
Yeah, I mean, even though he lost to Umar, I don't know. What do you think of him? Because come on, man, like that's like O'Malley, him, like Evan Rob's gonna be happy to take that fight. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, give him to me.
I think the Piotr Jan rematch makes more sense than the O'Malley rematch, but I also think there's a lot going on at bantamweight. Might just make sense to wait a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see.
No, I don't think so. I think because he 50-45 Piotr,
Yeah, he
it's
did.
hard for
Yeah.
you. Like, oh yeah, he deserves a rematch.
Maybe it's O'Malley and Jan then. Winner fights Merab. Who knows?
And that would probably be a little more fair for both of them because they both got dominated. But I think you give it to Sandhagen if I'm the matchmaker. But I don't know if Sandhagen doesn't get that logic. But if I was him, he could do a way better job of campaigning for it, and I do believe that they'll probably give it to him.
Outside of UFC, I don't know if you saw this today, but the GFL, the new dogs on the block, they just announced Yoel Romero, Shogun Hua, and Chris Weidman, Luke Rockhold. Do you think a GFL card ever actually happens?
Dana's just sitting there just laughing, man. Like
Probably.
I wish him the best. I think it's good, man. A lot of these guys are going to get paid, but there's a reason why the UFC's on top, and they've been able to build the system, not just through fighters to really say the best fight the best, but also financially. Like the sport, like they deserve it, man. Like they deserve as a boss, they deserve to do what they're doing, and I think they've earned it. And if GFL's, from what I heard, they're just really overpaying people. You're gonna dry out. I mean, look at ONE FC. You know what I'm saying? They had to let people go. Look at PFL, man. PFL's on that verge of really just going. just vanishing, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Think about all those guys who have won world titles and they say, "Oh, I'm a PFL champion." They're gonna be like, "What's that?" You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
sucks, dude. It sucks, but it's great for the sport to compete. But I think they should all be feeders to the UFC, quite honestly, at this point.
Yeah. It's like you said, it would be nice to see them all succeed. It's just, it's hard to do so, especially with some of the models out there. One more from me, Henry. That'll get you out of here. I know you got a busy night ahead of you. Do you potentially make an appearance? I don't know if you can say this or not, but can you hint at if you make an appearance on this season of The Ultimate Fighter with Buddy DC?
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
That means you didn't get the invite, did you?
I did not get the invite, man. But now, I mean, I think I would like to maybe go on Uncle Chal's side, dude.
Oh,
You know, I think that would be fun. I
what,
think
just to rustle some
I don't know.
feathers?
I'd both do them, but if I had to maybe pick one, I'd probably go with Chell, dude. Because me and Chell, because you know, Daniel's on the corporate side. He's well, so is Chell, but Chell's cringy, dude. He's like me.
Kings of cringe over there, man.
Yeah.
Henry, before I get you out of here, I always like to give you guys last word. Anything from you for all the fans?
Yeah, of course, man. We have you know, I partnered up with the Full Violence. They got you guys for if you're a fan, or if you want to be like Kanye, if you guys want to burn this shit, whatever it is, you guys buy the t-shirt. You know, if you're a fan or whatnot, a gift, like it's pretty cool, man. Like a lot of people like it. I got one that's Short King, so it has me, it has like you gotta watch it, but you gotta see it. I'm sorry. And that's it, man. You guys stay tuned. February 22nd, the Triple C's coming down. You know, I got my hands full with the dong, but I just think I'm long. So for that reason, I think Triple C is gonna take it.
Love it, man. February 22nd. You heard it here. UFC Seattle. Thank you so much, Henry. Kick some ass, all right?
Thank you, boss.